The incident took place on May 26, 2023, around 9:30 a.m., when an individual named Goldsmith refused to leave the bathroom upon request. Goldsmith became aggressive, argumentative, and began shouting profanities at a city employee.
You got ID on us?
No.
You don't?
No, why do I need to give you my ID?
Because I'm conducting an investigation. What's your name?
I'm going to report you when I get done. Give you the
what's your name?
information that I need, and I'm putting this. I'm telling
What's
you
your
I'm
name?
filming this. My name is Goldsmith.
You spell the first name?
No, you can do it. Do you need to see my ID?
Ma'am,
you asked for my ID, right?
Yes, I did.
Okay, let me give you my ID so you can
That's
shut the talking to me.
All right, ma'am, you can lose the attitude or I'll just put you in handcuffs.
You can do what you got to do.
Because
I've already submitted
lower
the
your voice.
documentation
Lower your voice.
to the Justice Department.
Lower
you
your
need
voice.
to get a female here because I
No,
don't
I
want a
don't.
male touching me.
No, I don't. That's not how this works.
That is how that works.
You're not in control here, ma'am.
Yes, I am.
So I'm gonna tell you right now, you can lower your voice. I'm gonna put you in handcuffs and take you to jail for disorderly conduct. Provide me a form of identification.
I don't want a man touching me. You need to.
That's not how this works, ma'am.
That is how that works.
No, it's not.
Okay. We'll see.
We will see. We will see, because I'm gonna put you in handcuffs and take you to jail.
Okay.
Despite several warnings, Goldsmith continued to argue and resist. The officer then warned that failure to cooperate would lead to arrest for disorderly conduct.
Ms. Goldsmith, what I said was if you
Here you
continue to yell at me, I'm going to arrest you for disorderly conduct. That's what I said. I don't need to see that. I was standing right here. I said it to you. What I said was, if you continue to yell
I
at
need
me,
my ID back.
you'll get it back when I'm done.
Okay.
What I said was...
Hold on, before you continue
I've been
your
recording
speech.
the entire time. I don't
I'm
care.
recording too.
What I told you was if you continue to yell at me and try to yell over me, I'm going to arrest you for disorderly conduct. That's exactly what I said.
So I don't want to continue to come in
I don't-
contact with
ma'am,
you. I don't
I-
want nothing to do with you
I
or
don't
the police
care.
department.
I don't care.
Okay, I know you
I
don't care, but
I'm here
telling you.
investigating a suspicious incident
Okay.
that was reported by a city employee. And by state law, you're required to identify yourself when I'm conducting a legal, lawful investigation.
Okay, so I did. I need my ID so I can leave.
Like I said, when I'm done, I will give it to you.
Okay.
The officer informed Goldsmith about city ordinances, including rules on public behavior, park hours, and open container laws. Goldsmith was asked to confirm her understanding of these regulations, but refused to verbally acknowledge them.
Right now, Ms. Goldsmith, I'm not accusing you of anything. I'm going to give you some information to help you stay out of trouble in the future, okay? So I'm going to inform you of some city ordinances, such as we have a no camping in the city of Key West. Key West defines camping a little bit differently than other places. Essentially, if you have a barrier between yourself and the ground and or your personal elements, that is camping. It does not matter if you're asleep or not. If you're caught camping, from this point forward, you can and will be arrested. We have an open container city ordinance. If you walk around anywhere other than the Vol Street with open container alcohol, you can and will be arrested. However, if you start acting like on Duval Street, we can revoke this privilege. It is not a right. And lastly, park and beach after hours. All the city parks, all the city beaches. One of the city parks, which you are currently standing in, close at 11 p.m. They do not reopen until 7 a.m. Do you understand? Ms. Goldsmith, I need a verbal confirmation.
I'm not saying nothing to you. I want my ID.
Okay. So if you turn around and film this,
I did. I gave that to my lawyer yesterday.
Stop. Ma'am, I'm only going to tell you one more time not to raise your voice to me.
I'm not yelling. This is how
I have not yelled at you.
So don't ask me any questions because this is how I talk.
Ma'am, last warning. I'm just going to put you in handcuffs. You're not going to yell at me. You're not going to scream at me. You need to turn around and film the rules and regulations of all the parks and city beaches. It has all the city ordinances right that are relevant to you right there. Because if you break any of those city ordinances, you can and will be arrested.
Goldsmith attempted to call 911, claiming harassment by the officer. The officer warned that using 911 without an emergency was a misuse of the service.
Ma'am, I'm being harassed and stopped by the police, and I need help.
All right.
They won't leave me alone.
That's still disorderly conduct. You're trying to involve someone who has nothing to do with this investigation.
I'm telling you that I'm being stalked and harassed by the police.
I'm telling you now, I'm going to put you in handcuffs for disorderly conduct if you keep trying to involve other people.
He's saying that I'm disorderly because I'm talking to someone else now.
Miss Goldsmith, here's your identification. All these warnings will be annotated. Well, that's not very nice. That's very rude, actually.
Okay, well, hang on, because you're on the phone with our dispatch, so we're just wanting to make sure you're
no,
okay.
I'm asking for another officer.
Hey, what's the problem with us?
Yes, I'm going to the front. I'm being stalked and harassed.
The officer then attempted to arrest Goldsmith, who resisted physically, demanding a female officer be present and continuing to argue. Goldsmith claimed the officer acted inappropriately during the physical search, further escalating the confrontation.
All right, Miss Goldsmith, come here. Miss Goldsmith, I'm not going to chase you. Come here. Put your phone down. Put your bag down.
They're arresting me now.
Put your phone down. Turn around, face the wall, put your hands behind your back. I'm arresting you for misuse of 911. You do not have a legitimate emergency and you have 2 police officers standing in front of you.
Let's go so I can report you.
Stop. Face the wall.
Don't touch me. I do not want you patting me down or anything.
I don't care. That's not how this works.
Okay. So if you touch me, I'm going to. Okay.
Do you have anything illegal on
No, I
person?
do not.
Anything that's going to poke me,
Nope.
stick me, cut me,
I
blow
do
me
not.
up, or give me radiation?
Do not touch me.
Ma'am, stop. You're not getting in my vehicle unless I search you.
So you need to call a female. Do not f***ing touch me.
That is not how
If
this
you
works.
touch me, I swear to God, I'm going to kick. I'm going to fight. I swear to God. If you touch me, I'm going to fight.
Miss Goldsmith,
Do not touch me. I'm requesting for a female officer.
Goldsmith, there is
You
not
see this?
Miss Goldsmith.
Stop pushing me.
Miss Goldsmith, you need to stop trying to pull away from me.
I'm not doing anything.
Ma'am,
You going
you
to
need to
jail.
stop.
You going to
You
jail.
need to stop.
You're going to
In
jail.
fact, you are going to jail.
Okay, let's go. I've been to jail. I know the
Okay,
procedures.
you're not
You got
getting
the
in my
right one.
car. You're not getting in
So
my
you
car
need to
until I
call
have-
for another officer.
No, that is not how this works.
Okay, so I did. So
Miss Goldsmith.
you're going to be held accountable.
Miss Goldsmith.
I'm not giving you permission to touch me.
That is not how this works.
Okay, do what you got to do, but I'm not giving you permission to touch
Miss
me.
Goldsmith, you need to stop. Put your stomach against the wall, please. Separate your feet, your
No,
hands.
you're not touching me.
Ma'am.
You're not touching my fucking private part. Touch me. Off of me. I got a fucking dress
You
on.
need to stop.
Get from between my
Miss
legs.
Goldsmith, you need to stop.
Roll over on your
To
side.
Put your knees up to your stomach.
I'm not doing that.
Ma'am?
I have a dress on. Thank you.
Ma'am, put your knees up.
I'm not doing that.
Ma'am, it's for you, so you don't asphyxiate. Thank you.
You scraped me. I have cuts and bruises.
Yeah, you see that?
Subject has no injuries, but she did on the wrist.
No, I did not bite you. I did not fucking bite you.
Did I bite
What is that?
myself?
I did not do that.
All over.
You
Stay
lying.
right there.
You scraped me, and I do have injuries.
Ma'am?
You see that?
You need to
Don't
calm
play
down.
with me.
Ma'am?
You threw me to the ground like a fucking man.
Ma'am, I got nowhere near your
That's
crime.
the you did.
Stop screaming at me.
You
Stop
pervert.
screaming
You
at me.
pervert.
Miss Goldsmith, stop screaming at me.
When the sergeant arrives, he inquired the details and tried to calm down the situation. He assured Maya that he will investigate this incident, but she needs to follow the procedure for now.
Not even hitting her in skin. She broke the skin.
See, I have scrapes and cuts on me as well. That's when he threw me to,
Photograph of the cut.
and I have some in the front too. Did you want to hear my side now?
I'm not making an arrest. I'm just
No,
investigating.
I need to be arrested. I do not want to go back out into the
You're going to jail, but I'm
Okay.
not arresting you.
Okay.
That officer there is arresting you.
Okay.
The
Could you
reason-
back up some? I don't feel comfortable.
The reason why I'm here is just to document that you said you were injured, and then to do a report on his arrest.
Okay, so I'm waiting for your supervisor.
I am the supervisor.
Okay, so what happened was
I already know what happened, and it's all on body cam. You were in the bathroom. You didn't want to leave for the janitor. He came,
No, I did leave for the
he
janitor.
came and tried, well, eventually he did. But he come to try just to tell you, you know, what goes on here in the city. And then you call 911 for no reason.
No, that's not what happened.
Okay. What happened?
So you just told me that you basically taking their side. And I asked you, did you want to hear my side of the story?
Okay, do you want to tell me your side of the story after I told you what they told me happened?
Okay, so that's
Sit here with this.
So I was in the restroom. The janitor came into the women's restroom and told me that I was not supposed to be in the women's restroom. He continued to call me a man. He said, you're supposed to be on the other side. You're not supposed to be on the restroom, in the women's restroom. I said, yes, I am, and I'm using the restroom. I have it on my camera. They weren't here yet. If you look at my camera.
Okay, that is not a police
Okay,
matter.
so he called the police, I guess.
Right.
When I came out of the bathroom, there was 2 police officers waiting for me when I came out of the bathroom.
Okay.
They asked me, could they get my ID, and they were going to tell me, I guess, the rules of regulations of the area. I complied. I gave them my ID. All of this is on camera as well. I recorded all of this too. And I submitted it to my lawyer back in Washington, D.C. before I got detained.
Okay.
He did ask me for my identification. He asked me for everything, and I gave him everything. So as I was walking away, I called the police. That's when I called the police because I wanted to talk to the sheriff's office.
Why did you
or the
call
chief.
911?
Because I wanted to talk to the sheriff.
911 is for emergency.
I didn't know that. I called that number to talk to get the number for. I'm not from here. To get the number to the
So
sheriff's
what was
office.
wrong with the police officer telling you the rules about what?
Because I felt like I was my rights were
Violated?
correct.
Okay.
I felt like my rights were violated. So I wanted to talk to the sheriff's office and the chief of police. So as I'm walking away to do that, he comes behind me and says, well, I'm arresting you. And I said, for what? He said, for calling 911 for no reason. I said I did have a reason. And that was the reason why I was calling them, because I felt like my rights were violated. He then takes me and tries to touch my private area. After taking my ID, knowing I'm a female, he asked me to get against the wall. I gotta get out. All of this is on camera. I put my stomach against the wall, as he said. He said, open your legs so I can search. I said, I'm not letting you touch my. He then tried to lean his hand down and touch my. As I resisted, he picked me up and threw me to the ground and put his knees on my back.
Is that your side?
And that's why I have these scrapes and bruises.
Is that your side?
Yes.
You want to stand her up and put her on the phone?
Yep. All right, Miss Goldsmith, right?
That's correct.
All right, let's stand up. We'll help you.
I'm going to explain.
Ready?
Now listen, I've heard your side of the story. I'm going to investigate what happened.
Keep me in there for a while.
All I'm telling you is it's over and done with. Just go out to the jail, get booked in, and if there's something that I need to do on my end based on what I see on the video, I'll deal with it. Okay? Don't get yourself in any more trouble. Okay?
They've been doing this to me for a while.
Well, I'm going to have a female search you on the way out to the
Thank
jail.
you.
And
He told me that
do you have any weapons on
No,
you?
he told me that you could not do that shit. And I knew that was against the law. I knew that
Male police officers can search women, and they can't.
unless we request a female.
No, it doesn't work that way. We don't always have a female to give you. The problem is, I'll deal with it. I'll have a female search you. That way there's no more bad animosity between you guys.
He needs to put my ID back in my stuff too.
We'll make sure everything
Thank you.
goes back. Just go sit in the car and
Thank
go for a
I'm gonna
ride.
go over here.
He was trying to arrest me for using the female's restroom.
I'll check and see if he has a valid
He
reason
did
for your
it.
arrest.
That's why he tried to let me go. You need to put him in jail. He needs to get arrested. And if he doesn't,
I thought you said you were going to sit in the car without complaining.
I'm saying, if he doesn't, I'm going to the mayor's office and I'm going to make sure his is in jail.
Okay.
Goldsmith was taken into custody on multiple charges, including 2 counts of battery on a law enforcement officer, resisting arrest, and misuse of the 911 system. On December 26, 2023, in Washington, an officer was almost hit by a speeding silver Honda as he was getting into his patrol car after completing a collision investigation. Quickly, he jumped into his vehicle and followed the speeding car to a nearby apartment complex. Here's what the officer did next.
That's fine. I don't care. Shut your car off.
My child is traumatized, officer. My child is traumatized, and so am I. I am
Your
trying.
child's not in the car, Shelby.
He's traumatized without me because the last
Shut
time I
your
saw
car
him
off.
on Friday, he kept saying, "Let's go, let's go."
Shut your car off. Well, I'm about to arrest her for reckless driving. She almost hit me.
Okay.
So, I was just waiting for you to get here.
That's fine.
Reckless manner.
Not right now, sir. You're going to have to back up.
I'm gonna have you step out, Shelby.
No, I did not do anything wrong.
Shelby, right now you're under arrest for reckless driving. Step out of your vehicle. Step out of your vehicle, Shelby.
I did nothing wrong, sir.
Shelby, step out of your vehicle now.
I did nothing
Come on.
wrong.
Despite several requests, Shelby continues to refuse to exit the vehicle, leading the officer to warn her of potential arrest for reckless driving.
Take your seatbelt off and step out, please.
What is this gonna mean? I have to be able to. I have an elderly cat. She's on medication.
You will be able to care for your cat.
How soon?
Okay.
How soon?
Step out of the vehicle, Shelby.
I will as soon as you tell me how soon I can be able to caretake for my cat.
I can't answer that right now because right now I'm focused on getting you out of the vehicle. Please place your purse
I would
right
like
up there.
to please call so they know I'm not coming.
Shelby, I'm telling you right now.
Can
Place your
someone
items
call
right
on my
there.
behalf
Shelby,
so they know I can't
we can
come?
absolutely call on your
My
behalf.
child is going to be so upset.
We can absolutely call on your behalf, okay? But right now, you need to step out of the car.
I have
can
to
make a
take
phone
care
call.
of my child and
I
my
understand,
ESA feline.
But you need to step out of the car right now.
Shelby repeatedly asks for her belongings to be taken with her and questions why she is being arrested, referencing previous incidents and concerns about her treatment. The officer remains calm, explaining the charges and reiterating the need for her cooperation.
The corporal's
Can I
instructing
bring
you.
my purse with me?
Yeah,
so that
that's
but
fine.
the stuff for my child, I can't bring all that, but I need it to get to him.
We
Can
will get
someone
what-
transport this to
We
him?
will get all of your personal effects that need to
My
come with
child
you, okay?
I have food for him, I have toys, I have blankets, I have bedding, I have lots of clothes and shoes because he doesn't have shoes that fit right now. We've been through a lot, Corporal.
I understand that, Shelby, and right now, while I'm very sympathetic for that, I need you to listen to me and I need you to follow my instructions, okay?
I don't understand what this means because how much I didn't do anything wrong.
Shelby,
That's a road.
Shelby, anytime you drive in the manner that you drove, regardless of it being a legitimate parking spot or not, when someone has their door open and they're exiting a vehicle, standing next to
You
the
are not exiting the vehicle.
Okay,
That is
I'm not
not
gonna
even a
argue.
parking spot.
Shelby,
It's not a parking
take your
spot. Don't be
seatbelt off.
forceful because
Come
I'm
on.
going to record this.
Ma'am.
Then hold my wallet.
Ma'am.
You don't have to be rough. No,
I'm not being
You guys,
rough, ma'am.
I'm a domestic violence victim.
I
Then let me
understand that.
unbuckle my own seat. Please give me some dignity here to get out of the car on my own.
We already gave you that option, ma'am.
But,
Get out of the car.
okay, so are you going to bring my purse with you? Please don't be rough. Please, I'm begging
No,
you.
we're not
I
being
am
rough.
Under
Shelby.
arrest,
I'm a
okay?
middle-aged mother. I'm a minority. I am Asian American. I'm scared. Please do not be rough with me. Please. I am actually begging you to not be rough with me because people have been very forceful with excessive force. And there were bruises on my arm because even Sergeant Nelson said, "Why are they on her so tight?" They had to use a
we
tool
have
to
one
take them
custody.
off. I didn't do anything wrong.
Right now, you are under arrest.
I didn't do anything wrong, Officer Ness.
Okay.
Oh, I spoke with you before.
Shelby, let's go ahead and walk back here.
Are you a corporal too?
I am a
I'll
corporal
check-
too.
Yep.
But can somebody please grab my purse?
I'll take
Please
all that.
just grab
I
my
will
purse.
take all that. We're going to go over here.
My
We're going
phone?
to go over here.
Hold on, I need to make.
We'll take care of your car, Shelby. Listen to those officers.
to the back
Well,
here.
I would like somebody to please
Yep, yep.
ensure.
Yep.
Okay, so
Shelby.
I deserve to have a
Hang tight.
promise that nobody will try to hack
2 King
into my
30 to
phone,
2 King 4.
And I would like to be treated with respect.
Hang
And I
on.
will treat you with respect as well.
Hang on.
Are you
Okay?
able to come here and do a search for us?
A search for what? I don't have anything in my vehicle. It's items for my.
A search of you.
Oh, sure, but
Because you.
I don't have any weapons, I promise.
Yeah, I'm
I
fine.
promise. I don't have any weapons, I promise you.
I know. Well, I'm having a
And
female
I will
officer come out to do a
cooperate.
search.
I will
with you, okay?
cooperate, but I don't consent. But I will comply.
Well, you don't need a consent on this
But
because
I
you're
will
in our
comply.
custody.
I will comply.
So we are allowed to search you and send to arrest regardless of your consent or not. But we are having a female officer come out and do that, okay?
Thank you. Hi, Officer Jameson.
I can't find my cards.
Oh, yeah.
This is traumatic and abusive, and I did nothing wrong.
Okay.
As Shelby is arrested, the officer reads her Miranda rights. Shelby invokes her right to an attorney, which the officer acknowledges.
I'm just going to review these real quick here because we have taken you in custody, okay? You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can be used against you in a court of law. You ever come talk to a lawyer and have him present with you while being questioned?
This is abusive.
If you can't afford to hire a lawyer, one will be appointed to represent you before questioning if you wish. Exercise these rights and not answer any questions.
I know that the court order literally says he lied to me. He said I'm not allowed to see my child. Yes, I am.
Do you
yes,
understand
I am.
each of these rights?
No, because I am allowed to see my child today, and he lied to me.
That has no bearing on what I'm doing right here, right now.
But this is a false arrest.
Okay.
This is a false arrest, Corporal Ness. Okay. And you were kind to me when I spoke with you previously.
I'm still going to be kind to you here and polite.
So. Thank you, sir. Thank you, Corporal.
But I read your Miranda warnings, okay? Do you understand those warnings?
No.
Did I read them? Okay.
No, I'd like to read them. In fact, can I read them visually? Sure. Because then I'll retain it better than just, This is a little stressful.
Let me get my...
Actually, it's very stressful. Thank you, officer. I'm not trying. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm just trying. You don't need to be rude.
Is that good?
Thank you,
all right.
Officer Thompson.
Let me know when you're done.
Okay, it says number 3, you have the right at this time to talk to a lawyer. So at this time, I would like to invoke my right to speak with an attorney, please, and thank you. Okay.
The officer mentions an investigation into numerous 911 calls made by Shelby, many perceived as harassing. Shelby insists she was unfairly treated by dispatchers, raising her concerns about cancel culture and discrimination.
You've been told you're under arrest for reckless driving.
But I didn't.
Okay, and that Corporal Ness has advised you of your Miranda rights.
Well, the thing, Chief Sergeant Smith, is I didn't hear the tail end of what, I know this is Officer Thompson, but what Officer Corporal Ness, I didn't catch the tail end of it, and so I requested to be able to read it, and Officer Thompson or someone held it in front of me, but once I got down to the part about an attorney, I said I want to invoke that, but then I didn't get to finish reading the rest, and they took it from me. So
you'll absolutely let you read it. I just want to make sure, because you invoked, I'm not going to ask you any questions about this. However, there is something else I want to talk to you about. So I'm going to read you Miranda again.
For what?
Because I want to talk to you about something totally unrelated to this reckless driving. Okay?
There is no reckless driving. And then what's your thing? You're starting to scare me even more now.
No, don't be scared. Don't be scared. I just have. You also asked to hear the rest of them, so it actually kind of works out.
But that means you're trying to put me under arrest twice.
No, I'm not here to put you under arrest. You're already under arrest.
So wait, can you give me a little?
I'm going to. Let me read you your Miranda first, because you've already invoked.
I'm scared.
All right.
So you got to give me a little.
And I'm going to put it out here. Ready?
How bad is this?
So you have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can be used against you.
I made it all the way under 4.
In a court of law.
And my nose.
You have the right at this time. So anything you say can be used against you in a court of law. You have the right at this time to talk to a lawyer and have him present with you while you're being questioned. If you cannot afford to hire a lawyer, one will be appointed to represent you before questioning, if you wish. And you can decide at any time to exercise these rights and not answer any questions or make any statements.
I didn't know that. See, that's at the tail end, and they say it so fast sometimes that I don't get it.
Sure, because
my nose is running.
I know. I'm sorry. I can't do anything about
I'm embarrassed. I'm sorry. Could somebody at some point?
So now you've heard all your rights.
Thank you.
Again, you've already invoked on the reckless. What I'd like to talk to you about though is you've been making lots and lots of 911 calls. Okay, a huge amount, like hundreds of 911 calls.
In general?
In general, but yesterday
because
in particular.
They keep hanging up on me. They keep hanging up on me, and then they claim that I hang up on them. It's not true.
So yesterday in particular, I think you made 17 calls between midnight and 7 a.m.
Well, I was alone on Christmas. It wasn't midnight and 7 a.m.
The officer informs Shelby that she will be taken into custody, though she continues to express fear and distress about the arrest. The officer reassures her of her rights and attempts to keep her calm.
I'll meet you back in there.
Yeah.
Here, I'm just gonna.
Somebody had a dog.
That is very specific.
Somebody had a dog back here. I kind of need to move forward.
Yep, there is a little pocket for your hands back there.
Really?
Yep.
What? Hey, I didn't know.
There you go.
We're gonna shut the door now, okay? Thank you.
Wait, I need to have a lawyer with me to talk to you.
Well, that is up to you.
But I already invoked my rights to an attorney, so why are you trying to interrogate me when I've already invoked my rights?
So you invoked your rights, you got placed under arrest for reckless driving.
But I didn't.
Irrelevant, right? You got placed under arrest for reckless driving before I ever got there.
It's false arrest. Because I was.
Well, I am investigating telephone harassment towards Norcom. Right? So you are calling.
I will have a lawyer with me because I will be suing people from the Kirkland Police and also individuals from Norcom for hate crime and not doing their jobs properly. And so they're trying to use it against me in a CPS case that shouldn't be a case. because they say that I have so much contact with the police. Well, there is a historical pattern of when I call Norcom.
Wait, I'm going to quickly pause you.
I have to call back.
I want to pause you because you've already talked about wanting an attorney, so I want to talk to you about this. Would you like to sit down and talk to me about your phone calls with Norcom?
No.
Shelby, this is me being direct and honest, right? Some of the phone calls you made yesterday were, and I haven't listened to all of them, were perceived as being threatening towards the dispatchers and very upsetting. And because of the repetitive nature, coupled with the obscene and harassing nature of the content, can qualify as telephone harassment. Now, I'm not saying you're being charged with it right now. That's what I'm investigating. And that is what I'd like to talk to you about. However, you've invoked your right, so we're not going to have a conversation about it.
Absolutely. Have a great rest of the day.
Can you please put your flip-flops on?
Wait, what?
They can't house you here.
Why?
Okay, because they're full. I know.
But I want to be here.
I know, I'm sorry.
I can't go to, I want to be here.
Shelby, please put your shoes on.
Wait, how long am I going to have to go there?
You'll see the judge tomorrow.
They shoot people that are Asian in Seattle on the west side.
You'll see the judge tomorrow. What's that? Cuffs. Yeah, they're right there. I'm just going to take custody of her first.
I don't want to go to Seattle.
Please put your shoes on.
Why are you guys doing this to me? Why would you bring me here to then...
I thought that there was room for you here. I was mistaken. I did not know. Okay, so now you and I need to go to another facility. Will you please put your shoes on?
I would like to go with a female officer to be transported, though. So, I need someone to talk me through what you're saying here.
Yep, there you go.
Are you going to put me back in the same vehicle? You're scaring me.
More than likely. There you go. Just put your hands behind your back.
You're scaring me because
there you go.
I'd like to know what's happening first.
I understand. Here, face the wall for me. Shelby, is that okay? That's not too tight?
I'm an East Side gal.
Shelby, that's not too tight?
It feels good.
Well, there we go. One second.
You're not going to Tacoma or
Here,
Federal Way.
I can...
in mornings.
That's like the hood. That's where they shoot people. I'm really scared, y'all. I'm actually really scared now. I feel like this is punitive. This is punishing me and trying to say that I'm not welcome in Kirkland.
Here you go. You absolutely are welcome in Kirkland.
But there's someone I met here that I was hoping...
You're going to be in, Shelby, you're going to be in my custody the whole time.
They kill Asians in Seattle, Corporal.
When I told you that you were under arrest and told you to get out of the car, and you refused to, and then we went back and forth, you have the legal obligation to follow all my commands.
Here.
Hang tight with me, Shelby. I got to get out and take some stuff off, and then we'll step out. There you go.
Yes, sir. Yeah, thank you for agreeing.
Yep, we're going to walk to this open door here.
Being professional.
But, oh, you're welcome. So as soon as they say we can come in.
Just stand here a little longer.
We good? I'm going to turn off my camera.
And I don't want to go in there.
Following the arrest, the officer discovered the vehicle's registration had expired in 2003, almost 20 years prior. In Washington, reckless driving is a gross misdemeanor, punishable by up to 364 days in jail, a fine of $5,000, and a possible suspension of the driver's license.